Welcome to the new Whiteboard Series from the Virtual Strategist. My name is Erica Olson. I'm the CEO of On Strategy. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are talking about AI strategy in this series, and this particular topic is about responsible AI, specifically the 5 reasons that you need an AI governance policy and structure in place. Now, before you click pause or click off this, don't go away. It's fast, it's painless, and it's so important, particularly if you're planning on implementing AI in an enterprise level across your organization. So let's jump in. Here's our whiteboard for today. If you haven't checked out the first video in this series, do it because it outlines our framework right here for an AI strategy and what we're talking about when we talk about AI strategy. Today, we're specifically digging into this piece right here, which is AI governance. And suffice it to say that every organization needs an AI governance policy and structure in place. You just do. It doesn't need to be complicated, but you absolutely need something. And I'll tell you what, if you don't have that in place, nothing else on this framework is going to come into true for you. You're not going to realize the benefits that AI can bring your organization because you're going to constantly be hitting up against the 5 bullet points we're going to walk through on the left-hand side. So here we go. The 5 reasons you need this policy in place is because AI needs to be aligned to your values, straight up. AI is an enabling function, not an ends to a means. We know that. So your values are front and center. You've got to protect your data. This is for the attorneys out there, but actually for all of us, data is paramount. We know that. You are at a huge risk if you don't. If you're not clear about what that data protection and what those principles need to be in order to make sure that no one in your organization steps over the line. Bias is a big one. You want to prevent bias in your organization. Having a clear governance policy in place to prevent that is super important. We do not want to continue to replicate biases by using biases that are inherent in some data that AI is leveraging. Importantly, we want to make sure that organizations and teams and individuals are able to experiment and learn and grow. And to do that, we need to provide the guardrails and the guidelines for what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And last but certainly not least, in order to actually really play with AI and that playing yielding benefits, your staff has to feel safe. They have to feel safe that they are not going to lose their jobs. And that is the first thing that everybody is asking themselves as a staff member in organizations today are, am I going to lose my job? And if so, I'm not going to enter into this experimentation. And we want people to feel safe, and we want people to feel safe to experiment because that's where everything is going to come from in terms of the real benefits that this technology will yield for you and your team. So we want clarity around job protection. So what is included in a responsible AI policy? Let's go through the checklist. I'm just going to move myself out of the way so we can see the whole thing. Here we go. All right. So first things first, we want a set of guiding principles that support your values. And that really is a set of guiding principles that everybody in your organization can look at and say, I am adhering to these. The next thing is a clear governance structure. How are you going to ensure that those guiding principles are being adhered to? Does that governance structure include an AI committee? And if so, who's on it? Importantly, where and how are your team going to learn from each other? Setting up a learning hub in your organization is a huge best practice. So what does that look like? And then how will you communicate those learnings more broadly to the organization? So when you think about having a responsible AI policy in place, those are the pieces that your policy should include. And just to say, it doesn't need to be a stodgy policy. It can be one slide with just some thoughts on these different topics. It can be fun. It can be a video and making sure that there's documentation wherever that might live for you. So policy always just seems really really old school. So the importance is that you're setting forth the guidelines and the acceptable use of AI so that everybody in your organization understands what it looks like and what it doesn't look like for your organization to keep you safe, protected, and quite frankly, thriving. There are 3 other videos that dig deep into each of these topics to really help you build out each of these sections. So with that, commit to spending 1 hour with you and your team, just 1 hour, to build a responsible AI policy for your organization. You'll be better for it, I promise. Please don't leave without subscribing to the channel. We're dropping videos on this topic and many others, and you're going to want to be notified when we do. If you want more resources, click on the link. We do have pre-built Miro boards for all sorts of exercises related to building out AI strategy for you and your team. Thanks again for tuning in. Happy strategizing.